Hello students. After looking at the different career options in IT, we should also know the recent trends in IT. The IT field is a growing field. Each and every day, there are new technologies which we get to hear. We should all be updated with these different technologies. So let us see these different technologies. Some of the recent technologies are artificial intelligence, green computing, blockchain, machine learning, data analytics, big data, Internet of Things, and cloud computing. We are going to talk about each one of these individually. So let us start with the first one, which is green computing. Green computing. Now, when we are talking about green computing, it means using your devices in an efficient way so that the environment can sustain all this. One such example is, earlier there were big monitors which were using CRT tubes. CRT stands for cathode ray tubes, because of which the size of monitor was very big. And it was found that CRT tubes consumed a lot of energy, and hence those types of monitors were not energy efficient. Because of that, today we are using LCDs or LED type of monitors, which are thin, slim, and it is also helping in efficiency of energy. So this is one measure which has been employed for green computing. Green computing is basically to use certain ways so that the environment is sustainable. It is the study and practice of environmentally sustainable computing or IT. So we have to use our devices or information technology so that the environment is not harmed. The goals of the green computing are similar to that of the green chemistry. So as in green chemistry, we have certain goals. There are few goals in IT also. Let us see those goals. To reduce the use of hazardous materials, we should not use any such material which will harm the environment. To maximize energy efficiency during the product's lifetime, we should maximize use of energy. The energy that we are consuming should be efficient so that there is no harm to the environment. To recycle or biodegeneration of non-functional products and factory waste. So we should use the devices which can be recycled and do not cause any harm. Now, various different organizations and schools are conducting e-waste drive. These e-waste drives collect all the electronic waste and they recycle this, so which is very good for the environment. We should all be on of this. Green computing is important for all classes of systems, ranging from handheld systems to large-scale data centers. Green computing must be employed for all types of machines, be it your smartphone or very large data centers. Each and every one is responsible for the environment. We all together must work and make the environment sustainable. Let us come to the second one. Second one is Internet of Things, better known as IoT. Now, what happens is our laptops, our computers, our desktops, our smartphones, all of these are having internet, and which helps them to be connected to the internet and send data to each other. The same technique has now been given to the physical devices. Physical devices as in the simple alarm clocks, ACs, refrigerators, wristwatches. So all these physical devices which are present in our houses, they are embedded with sensors, microprocessors, hardwares, softwares, and they are enabled with internet. They are provided some kind of connectivity so that they can communicate with each other and perform some task. In simple words, IoT is making our simple physical devices smart, enabling them with internet so that they can also be a part of computer-based system. The Internet of Things is a network of physical devices, vehicle, home appliances, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and connectivity, which enable these things to connect, collect, and exchange data. Thus, a network is formed of these physical devices so that they can exchange data. One example we can take here is wherein we have a smart alarm clock and a smart coffee machine. They are connected and they are going to exchange data. So it can be like as soon as the alarm clock rings, maybe 8 in the morning, at that very minute it is going to send a message to the coffee machine. The coffee machine will instantly keep a cup of coffee ready. So the person can come, quickly take the coffee and enjoy. So this is one example of IoT. It creates opportunity for more direct integration of physical world into computer-based system. So when we are using IoT, it is the physical devices, simple devices which are present in the house, they will all be now computer-based. They will also have internet. It results in efficiency improvement, economic benefits, and reduced human efforts. So it is going to improve efficiency, economically also we will benefit, and human efforts is going to be saved. So this is about IoT. Coming to the next one, which is cloud computing. Before dealing with the cloud computing, let us take one simple example. We all go to different shopping malls. We use any automobile to go to that mall. So when we are going to park the vehicles, we do not buy that parking. If I want to park my vehicle here, I do not buy that parking. I only pay for the parking for that particular time. I take a parking ticket and I pay for that parking only for as long as I am using. Okay, the same thing happens with cloud computing also. In cloud computing, different kind of services, network, storage, applications, servers are given for using. Okay, as we were using the parking slot, here instead of the parking slot, we are getting various different services, network, servers, applications, other infrastructure. So all this we can take from these big cloud companies. And again, as we were paying only for the time we were using that parking lot, here also we are going to pay for the service that we are using and only for the time that we will be using. It might be possible that I might use only the storage. So I will pay only for the storage. If I am using the storage for 1 month, I am going to pay for 1 month storage, not more than that. So this is the rough idea of cloud computing. It is delivery of computing services over the internet. So simple definition of cloud computing is delivery of computing services over the internet. Now the different services that cloud is providing is storage, database, networking, software, data analytics, and more. So these different services we can use for some particular time and pay only for the time that we are using. Coming to the next one is data analytics. As the name suggests, it is going to analyze the data and form some conclusions. Let us take for example that we all are using Amazon Prime, Netflix, and various such other platforms. So all this data is collected of different users, and which is viewing which programs, or how long are they viewing, what is the time at which they are logging in or logging out. So all this different data is collected, and this data is analyzed so that they can decide what all things can be done for them, what all features can be added, which all shows can be added, so that the viewers are going to be happy and it will benefit. So this is data analytics. Now I am talking about all the Netflix, Amazon Prime and Hotstar and all these, but these analysis are done for various different data also. It is the process of examining data sets to draw conclusions about the information they contain, increasingly with the help of specialized system and software. So when a person is taking these data sets and they are analyzing, they are going to draw some conclusions which is going to be beneficial for the organization. There are dedicated softwares and systems which can be used for data analysis process. Data analytics technology and techniques are widely used in commercial industry to enable organization to make more informed business decisions, and by scientists and researchers to verify or disapprove scientific models, theories, and hypotheses. So data analytics in commercial organizations where they can analyze what all things are going to be beneficial, how the graph of their profits is going to increase. And it is also used by scientists so that they can see if the theories or hypotheses that they have proposed, what all conclusions they can draw. So after getting the conclusions, they can decide if the theory is going correct, the hypotheses that they have are right or wrong, and they can advance their theories and hypotheses further. Next one, artificial intelligence. We all have heard about artificial intelligence. In simple words, it is giving human brains to the machine. Now, the machines are being given the capacity to think like humans. Artificially, intelligence is provided to the machines so that they can perform the task on their own. It is intelligence demonstrated by machine in contrast to natural intelligence displayed by humans and other animals. Computer science defines AI as the study of intelligent agents, any device that perceives its environments and takes actions, maximize its chances of successfully achieving the goal. So now machines are going to think, machines are going to give the result. That is what is AI. It would be so nice that if a machine is organizing whole of your cupboard, or if this will help everyone. The basic goal of AI is to mimic human brain and create systems that can function intelligently. The intelligence which is given to the machine is by using different complex algorithms and mathematical functions. The next one is machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Humans learn from their past experience. All the machines, they follow our instructions. They do whatever we tell them. So machines are going to do only the things that we will tell them. They will not do anything by themselves. Now these machines also are being programmed. They are also being using some complex algorithms again and different mathematical functions so that the machines will also use the past pattern. They will learn from the past pattern and they will do the task what the human is doing but faster. So machine learning provides the machine the capabilities to learn from data and experiences. So what all things have been done in past, they have to learn from that. For example, that if you are using YouTube and mostly you are listening to some rock songs, so then next time when you come to YouTube, in the suggestion list, it is going to show you various different rock songs only. So this is based on the past experiences, the past data which the machine has. They are drawing some conclusions and are helping you to get the suggestions. It is the scientific study of algorithm and statistical models that computer systems use to efficiently perform a specific task without using explicit instructions, only relying on patterns and inferences instead. So rather than taking the instructions from the humans, machines are going to check what was the pattern earlier, and they can draw conclusions and they can perform a task. So this is what is machine learning. It is seen as a subset of artificial intelligence. Next one is big data. Big data, the name says it all, data which is very, very, very big. Now let us take for example that I am using my smartphone. This smartphone in 1 month can generate lots of data from the videos, photos, or different messages, different calls. This smartphone can generate up to 40 hexabytes of data. One smartphone in a month is generating 40 hexabytes of data, which is very, very huge. Now let us imagine there are 15 billion people who also are using smartphones. So all the 15 million cell phones generating 40 hexabytes. So multiplying 15 million into 40 hexabytes, too much of data. So that is lot of data, it is massive data. The traditional systems that we have, they are not capable to handle this massive data. For this, we have different servers, different softwares which are going to perform. So such type of data is big data. It refers to data sets that are too large or complex for traditional data processing application software to adequately deal with them. So the traditional softwares which we have or applications will not be able to handle this data, and this data is handled in a different way. On the internet also, the data which is generated per minute is too huge. There will be 2.1 million snaps in the Snapchat. There will be say around 4 million searches on Google. Then 1 million of the people will be logged into Facebook at that very same time. Some of them would be watching YouTube. So again from YouTube we might have 5 million of data. Mails which are going from here to there. There will be around 200 million mails at 1 minute. So these data are very huge, very big, cannot be handled by the simple traditional machines. So they are big data. Data with many cases offer greater statistical power, while data with higher complexity may lead to false discovery rate. Now, if we have more data, we can analyze them better. We can understand what is the pattern. Okay, so more the data, you can analyze them statistically. If we have a complex kind of a data, then it might be possible that rather than getting the correct result, we might get a wrong result also. So this is also a possibility with the high amount and complex data. So this is about big data. Now coming to the last trend that we will talk about is blockchain. Blockchain is different blocks which are combined together. Now each of the blocks is having information related to transactions. Now these transactions are related to the cryptocurrency. You all must have heard what is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency, virtual currency which is present on the internet. When there is a transaction of cryptocurrency, the transaction is recorded and one block is formed. So for one transaction there is one block, For second transaction, there will be another block. These blocks will be connected through the chain, and this technology forms is blockchain technology. It is growing list of records called blocks which are linked using cryptography. So in simple words, different blocks we have, each of the block has a record and they are linked using cryptography. Each of the block will have details of the transaction of the cryptic currency that we are using. It can be defined as distributed public ledger. All the blocks will be available to all of the people. Like for example, there are 4 people who are involved in the transaction, then the blocks will be available to all the 4 people in distributed places. So it is not that the block will be present at one place, it will be distributed to all the people. When we are using cryptocurrency or the virtual currency, the transactions will never fail. They are very secure. Nobody can change the transactions. So these are the different trends, the different technologies which are coming up. We should all be updated with these current trends. We should know what each of these trends are. Thank you.